Hi Bobcats, I'm Texas State University President Kelly Danfus, and today I'm at one of the most beautiful and historic spaces at Texas State, the Meadows Center for Water and the Environment. The rivers in San Marcos are an iconic part of the Texas State experience, but our natural surroundings are far more important than many people realize. The water conservation research we lead here is critical to the future of our state. And the work of the Meadows Center begins here at Spring Lake. It's one of the largest artesian springs in the world, and some archaeologists believe it's the oldest continually inhabited site in North America. Our university is fortunate to use this beautiful space as a living laboratory to promote the sustainable management of our water and natural resources. Today I'm joined by Dr. Robert Mace, who leads the Meadows Center, and thank you for joining me today, Robert.
Sure thing.
So tell me a little bit more about what you're doing here at the Meadows Center.
Sure. Well, we do quite a bit.
I know you do.
First and foremost, we do a great deal of research. So we do research on water and the environment, which is baked into our name. Another big thing that we're involved in is stewardship. So we're the caretakers of the spring as well as the river. There's endangered species that live here that rely on the spring flow, and we need to go in and weed out the invasives, take out invasive plants and animals. We have education is really big here. We get a huge number of people that come through, so that's an opportunity to educate people about this amazing site. And then finally, we seek to be leaders and create leaders, both with our students here at Texas State, many of which work here, as well as school kids and other people that come through, try to inspire them to be more active in the natural world.
That's great. You know, I want to talk about all those things, and so
Sure.
Talk about the research part first. I think people seem to think, when I talk to people in the community, that we're just now becoming a research university, but we've been doing research here for decades at Texas State, maybe more than a century.
Mm-hmm.
And so talk about like maybe your favorite research project or two that we're doing here.
One of the research projects that we're interested in or involved in is something called One Water. So it's using the built environment as a source of water. So generally most people are, turn on the faucet and the water miraculously comes out and don't really know where it comes from. And a lot of times it's coming from a water well or it's coming from a river. But with One Water, you use, say, your roof to collect rainwater.
Oh, yeah.
You collect the condensate from your air conditioner and use that. You can collect the stormwater runoff. And in some cases, you can even collect, the gray water or even the black water, treat it, and then use that on site to minimize the footprint. Probably the coolest project we've been involved in is called the Wimberley One Water School, where using these types of techniques, they were able to reduce their usage of the Trinity Aquifer by 90%.
Well, that's really interesting. So what is your research telling you about the future of water in the state?
Well, we have some challenges, but fortunately we also have some solutions. The challenges is we're growing amazingly
Sure.
fast. Everybody seems to want to come to Texas.
Why would you want to come here, right?
Yeah, beautiful place. So we have that pressure of additional demand for water. And then we're also a state that's commonly afflicted with droughts. We're kind of right at the 99th meridian and the transition from the humid east and the arid west, and that line can move around, creating challenges for meeting water supplies. Like, for example, we're at pretty low spring flows today because of 3 years of drought we've experienced.
In spite of all the rain we've had, we're still low, right?
Right. On the solution side, it's the One Water that I had mentioned is one, but also more reuse across the state, desalination, something called aquifer storage and recovery, where you take your water supply and store it underground rather than leaving it at the surface to be evaporated. And then it boils down to also what people like you and me do at home with their water. Dual flush toilets, xeriscaping outside, more efficient appliances can also save a great deal of water going forward.
Well, Robert, thanks so much for being here today
Sure
to teach us
thing.
more about the Meadows Center for Water and the Environment and about the history of this wonderful place and the beautiful old hotel that dates back to 1929, right?
Yes,
So,
yes.
yeah, perfect timing. Build a big hotel right before the Depression comes, right? So,
Right.
well, thank you for being
Yes.
here. And so, Bobcats, I encourage you to come out to the Meadows Center for Water and the Environment to experience the living laboratory for yourself. See about the research, education, and entertainment opportunities that are here right in the middle of our campus. This is one of the research centers across our universities that is making a tremendous impact on our region and our state. As always, it's a great day to be a Bobcat. States up, everyone.